Audiobook. Noun. A recording, usually made available for sale, of a reading of the full text or of an abridgment of a book. Curious. Adjective. Tending to ask questions, or to want to explore or investigate. Inquisitive, with a negative connotation. Nosy. Prying. Boards. Noun. A relatively long, wide and thin piece of any material, usually wood or similar, often for use in construction or furniture making. Noun. A rebound. Noun. With the a stage, as in a theater. Right. Adjective. Straight, not bent. Clip. Noun. Something which clips or grasps. A device for attaching one object to another. Verb. To grip tightly. Paintings. Noun. An illustration or artwork done with the use of paint. Protocol. Noun. The minutes, or official record, of a negotiation or transaction, especially a document drawn up officially which forms the legal basis for subsequent agreements. Based on it. Verb. To make a protocol of. Easily. Adverb. Comfortably, without discomfort or anxiety. X. Noun. The name of the Latin script letter X. Mind. Noun. The ability for rational thought. Verb. Originally and chiefly in negative or interrogative constructions. To dislike. To object to. To be bothered by. Review. Noun. A second or subsequent reading of a text or artifact in an attempt to gain new insights. Verb. To survey. To look broadly over. Energy. Noun. The impetus behind all motion and all activity. Interpreter. Noun. One who conveys what a user of one language is saying or signing. In real time or shortly after that person has finished communicating. To a user of a different language. Contrasted with a translator. Blush. Noun. An act of blushing. A red glow on the face caused by shame, modesty, etc. Verb. To become red in the face. And sometimes experience an associated feeling of warmth, especially due to shyness, shame, excitement, or embarrassment. Science. Noun. A particular discipline or branch of learning, especially one dealing with measurable or systematic principles rather than intuition or natural ability. Verb. To cause to become versed in science. To make skilled. To instruct. Noun. The sport of boxing. Gatekeeper. Noun. A person or group who controls access to something or somebody. Mortals. Noun. A human. Someone susceptible to death. Decade. Noun. A group, set, or series of 10, particularly. Foundation. Noun. The act of founding, fixing, establishing, or beginning to erect. Empire. Adjective. Furniture. Following or imitating a style popular during the First French Empire. 1804 to 1814. Noun. A political unit, typically having an extensive territory or comprising a number of territories or nations. Especially one comprising one or more kingdoms. And ruled by a single supreme authority. Drawing. Verb. To move or develop something. Client. Noun. A customer, a buyer or receiver of goods or services. Method. Noun. A process by which a task is completed. A way of doing something. Followed by the adposition of to or for before the purpose of the process. Verb. To apply a method. Distributions. Noun. An act of distributing or state of being distributed. Practice. Noun. Repetition of an activity to improve a skill. Verb. To repeat an activity as a way of improving one's skill in that activity. Clinic. Noun. A medical facility, such as a hospital, especially one for the treatment and diagnosis of outpatients. Charming. Verb. To seduce, persuade or fascinate someone or something. Noun. The casting of a magical charm. Adjective. Pleasant, charismatic, fateful. Adjective. momentous, significant, setting or sealing one's fate. Shadow. Noun. A dark image projected onto a surface where light, or other radiation, is blocked by the shade of an object. Verb. To shade, cloud or darken. Adjective. Unofficial, informal, unauthorized, but acting as though it were. Simplifies. Verb. To make simpler, either by reducing in complexity, reducing to component parts, or making easier to understand. Discovered. Verb. To find or learn something for the first time. Resort. Noun. A place where people go for recreation, especially one with facilities such as lodgings, entertainment, and a relaxing environment. Verb. To have recourse to, now especially from necessity or frustration. Fraud. Noun. The crime of stealing or otherwise illegally obtaining money by use of deception tactics. Verb. To defraud. Pandora. Noun. Any fish of the genus Pagellus. Formatted. Verb. To create or edit the layout of a document. Adjective. That has been given a definite format. Capitals. Noun. Already produced durable goods available for use as a factor of production, such as steam shovels, equipment, and office buildings. Structures. Anesthetist. Noun. One who gives an anesthetic. Presenter. Noun. Someone who presents a broadcast program, a compere or master of ceremonies. Chores. Noun. A task, especially a difficult, unpleasant, or routine one. Verb. To do chores. Verb. To steal. Noun. A choir or chorus. Extroverted. Adjective. Turned or thrust outwards, especially. Sea. Noun. A large body of salt water. Consecutive. Noun. A sequence of notes or chords that results from repeated shifts in pitch of the same interval. Adjective. Following. In succession. Without interruption. Rot. Noun. The process of becoming rotten. Putrefaction. Verb. To suffer decomposition due to biological action, especially by fungi or bacteria. Assigned. Verb. To designate or set apart something for some purpose. Careful. Adjective. Taking care, attentive to potential danger, error or harm. Cautious. Resolve. Noun. Determination, willpower. Verb. To find a solution to a problem. Marking. Verb. To put a mark on something. To make something recognizable by a mark. To label or write on something. Noun. The action of the verb to mark. Opportunity. Noun. A chance for advancement, progress or profit. Finished. Verb. To complete something. Adjective. Processed or perfected. Finally. Adverb. At the end or conclusion, ultimately. Doctor. Noun. A physician. A member of the medical profession. One who is trained and licensed to heal the sick or injured. The final examination and qualification may award a doctor degree, in which case the post-nominal letters are D.O., D.P.M., M.D., D.M.D., D.D.S. Presented. Verb. To bring someone into the presence of a person. To introduce formally. Adjective. Of a group having a specified presentation, or a presentation with specified properties. Familiar. Noun. An attendant spirit, often in animal or demon form. Adjective. Known to one, or generally known. Commonplace. Fisherman. Noun. A fisher, a person engaged in fishing. Others. Noun. An other, another, person, etc., more often rendered as another. Verb. To regard, label or treat as an other, as not part of the same group. To view as different and alien. Noun. Other people. Shadow. Noun. A dark image projected onto a surface where light, or other radiation, is blocked by the shade of an object. Verb. To shade, cloud or darken. Adjective. Unofficial, informal, unauthorized, but acting as though it were. Deliberately. Adverb, intentionally, or after deliberation, not accidentally. Evaluated. Verb, to draw conclusions from examining. To assess. Dislike. Noun, an attitude or a feeling of distaste or aversion. Verb, to displease. To offend. In third person only. Stadium. Noun, a venue where sporting events are held. Flowers. Noun, a colorful, conspicuous structure associated with angiosperms, frequently scented and attracting various insects, and which may or may not be used for sexual reproduction. Verb, to put forth blooms. Noun, something that flows, such as a river. Socks. Noun, a knitted or woven covering for the foot. Noun, a violent blow. A punch. Verb, to hit or strike violently. To deliver a blow to. Noun, a plowshare. Noun, an opening into which a plug or other connecting part is designed to fit, e.g. a light bulb socket. Inform. Verb, to instruct, train, usually in matters of knowledge. Addictions. Noun, a state that is characterized by compulsive drug use or compulsive engagement in rewarding behavior, despite negative consequences. Ideal. Noun, a perfect standard of beauty, intellect, etc., or a standard of excellence to aim at. Adjective. Optimal, being the best possibility. Basics. Noun, a necessary commodity, a staple requirement. Send. Noun, the rising motion of water as a wave passes. A surge, the upward angular displacement of a vessel, opposed to pitch. The correlative downward movement. Noun, an operation in which data is transmitted. Verb, to make something, such as an object or message, go from one place to another. Exhausted. Verb, to draw or let out wholly. To drain off completely. Adjective, very tired, in a state of exhaustion. Interrupted. Verb, to disturb or halt, an ongoing process or action, or the person performing it, by interfering suddenly. Google. Verb, to deliver googlies. Rice. Noun, cereal plants. Oryza sativa of the grass family whose seeds are used as food. Verb, to squeeze through a ricer. To mash or make into rice-sized pieces, especially potatoes. Fortnight. Noun, a period of 2 weeks. Messes. Noun, a disagreeable mixture or confusion of things. Hence, a situation resulting from blundering or from misunderstanding. Disorder. Verb, transitive, often used with up, to make untidy or dirty. Noun, mass, a church service. Verb, to take meals with a mess. Lens. Noun, an object, usually made of glass, that focuses or defocuses the light that passes through it. Verb, to film, shoot. Codes. Noun, a short symbol, often with little relation to the item it represents. Verb, to write software programs. Verb, of a patient, to suffer a sudden medical emergency. A code blue, such as cardiac arrest. Accessible. Adjective, easy of access or approach. Sentence. Noun, the decision or judgment of a jury or court. A verdict. Verb, to declare a sentence on a convicted person. To doom, to condemn to punishment. License. Noun, a legal document giving official permission to do something. A permit. Verb, to give a formal, usually written, authorization. Share. Noun, a portion of something, especially a portion given or allotted to someone. Verb, to give part of what one has to somebody else to use or consume. Basically. Adverb, in a fundamental, essential or basic manner. Sacrifice. Noun, the offering of anything to a god. A consecratory rite. Verb, to offer something as a gift to a deity. Learning. Verb, to acquire or attempt to acquire knowledge or an ability to do something. Verb, to teach. Noun, an act in which something is learned. Necessarily. Adverb, inevitably, of necessity. Editors. Noun, a person who edits or makes changes to documents. Retirement. Noun, an act of retiring, withdrawal. Drop. Noun, a small quantity of liquid, just large enough to hold its own round shape via surface tension, especially one that falls from a source of liquid. Verb, to fall in droplets of a liquid. Investigate. Verb, to inquire into or study in order to ascertain facts or information. Nose. Noun, a protuberance on the face housing the nostrils, which are used to breathe or smell. Verb, to move cautiously by advancing its front end. Blender. Noun, a machine outfitted with sharp blades for mashing, crushing or liquefying food ingredients. Orthopedic. Adjective, of, or relating to orthopedics. Postage. Noun, the charge for posting an item. Lock. Noun, something used for fastening, which can only be opened with a key or combination. Verb, to become fastened in place. Likely. Noun, something or somebody considered likely. Adjective, probable, having a greater than even chance of occurring. Considered. Verb, to think about seriously. Adjective, having been carefully thought out. Massacre. Noun, the killing of a considerable number, usually limited to people, where little or no resistance can be made, with indiscriminate violence, without necessity, and contrary to civilized norms. Verb, to kill in considerable numbers where little or no resistance can be made, with indiscriminate violence, without necessity, and contrary to civilized norms, often limited to the killing of human beings. Sauna. Noun, a room or a house designed for heat sessions. Verb, to use a sauna. Reserve. Noun, behavior, restriction. Verb, to keep back, to retain. Pencils. Noun, a paintbrush. Verb, to write something, using a pencil. Furious. Adjective, feeling great anger, raging, violent. Compensation. Noun, the act or principle of compensating. Binoculars. Noun, a handheld device consisting of a series of lenses and prisms, used to magnify objects so that they can be better seen from a distance, and looked at through both eyes. Indicators. Noun, a pointer or index that indicates something. Bowl. Noun, a roughly hemispherical container used to hold, mix or present food, such as salad, fruit or soup, or other items. Passwords. Noun, a word used to gain admittance or to gain access to information. Watchword. Verb, to protect with a password. Itinerary. Noun, a written schedule of activities for a vacation or road trip. Adjective, itinerant, traveling from place to place, done on a journey. Founders. Noun, one who founds or establishes, especially said of a company. Project, organization. State. Noun, the iron worker in charge of the blast furnace and the smelting operation. Noun, a severe laminitis of a horse, caused by untreated internal inflammation in the hooves. Verb, of a ship, to fill with water and sink. Attic. Noun, the space, often unfinished and with sloped walls, directly below the roof in the uppermost part of a house or other building, generally used for storage or habitation. Resources. Noun, something that one uses to achieve an objective, e.g. raw materials or personnel. List. Noun, a strip of fabric, especially from the edge of a piece of cloth. Verb, to create or recite a list. Coroner. Noun, a public official who presides over an inquest into unnatural deaths, cases of treasure trove, and debris from shipwrecks. Number. Noun, an abstract entity used to describe quantity. Verb, to label items with numbers, to assign numbers to items. Penthouse, noun, an outhouse or other structure, especially one with a sloping roof, attached to the outside wall of a building, sometimes as protection from the weather. Verb, to provide with a penthouse, shelter by means of a shed sloping from a wall, or anything similar. Reminds, verb, to cause one to experience a memory of someone or something, to bring to the notice or consideration of a person. Advert, noun, an advertisement, an ad. Painted, verb, to apply paint to. Adjective, coated with paint. Huge, adjective, very large. Anybody, pronoun, anyone out of an indefinite number of persons. Anyone, any person. Additives, noun, a substance added to another substance or product to produce specific properties in the combined substance. Printer, noun, one who makes prints. Charismatic, noun, a member of the charismatic movement. Adjective, of, related to, or having charisma. 11th, noun, the person or thing in the 11th position. Adjective, the ordinal form of the number 11. Longshoreman, noun, a man employed to load and unload ships. Digital, noun, a digital option. Adjective, having to do with digits. Fingers or toes, performed with a finger. Conditioning, verb, to subject to the process of acclimation. Noun, the process of modifying a person or animal's behavior. Officer, noun, one who has a position of authority in a hierarchical organization, especially in military, police or government organizations. Verb, to supply with officers. Dissimilar, adjective, not similar, unlike, different. Errands, noun, a journey undertaken to accomplish some task. Verb, to send someone on an errand. Consensus, noun, a process of decision-making that seeks widespread agreement among group members. Necessarily, adverb, inevitably, of necessity. Excessive, adjective, exceeding the usual bounds of something. Extravagant, immoderate. Proceed, verb, to move, pass, or go forward or onward, to advance, to carry on. Bad, noun, error, mistake. Adjective, unfavorable. Negative, not good. Adverb, badly. Narrow, noun, chiefly in the plural, a narrow passage, especially a contracted part of a stream, lake, or sea, a strait connecting two bodies of water. Adjective, having a small width, not wide, having opposite edges or sides that are close, especially by comparison to length or depth. Injection, noun, the act of injecting, or something that is injected. Send for, verb, to order or summon, a person, to one's presence. Angry, adjective, displaying or feeling anger. Opened, verb, to make something accessible or allow for passage by moving from a shut position. Feels, adjective, of or relating to the emotions. Noun, a quality of an object experienced by touch. Verb, heading, to use or experience the sense of touch. Noun, feelings, emotions. Setter, noun, one who sets something, especially a typesetter. Because, adverb, for the reason that. Preposition, on account of, because of. Conjunction, by or for the cause that, on this account that, for the reason that. Brother, noun, son of the same parents as another person. Verb, to treat as a brother. Interjection, expressing exasperation. Slaughter, noun, the killing of animals, generally for food. Verb, to butcher animals, generally for food. Pass out, verb, to faint, to become unconscious. Praise, noun, commendation, favorable representation in words. Verb, to give praise to commend, glorify, or worship. Alive. Adjective. Having life. Living. Not dead. Adjective. Only used attributively. Having life. That is alive. Gentleman. Noun. A man of gentle but not noble birth, particularly a man of means. Originally ownership of property, who does not work for a living but has no official status in a peerage. An armiferous man ranking below a knight. Piece. Noun. A part of a larger whole, usually in such a form that it is able to be separated from other parts. Verb. Usually with together. To assemble. Something real or figurative. Exit. Noun. An act of going out or going away. Or leaving. A departure. Verb. To go out or go away from a place or situation. To depart. To leave. Allocation. Noun. The process or procedure for allocating things, especially money or other resources. Mammals. Noun. An animal of the class Mammalia, characterized by being warm-blooded, having hair and feeding milk to its young. Diet. Noun. The food and beverage a person or animal consumes. Adjective. Of a food or beverage containing less fat, salt, sugar, or calories than normal, are claimed to have such. Entering. Verb. To go or come into an enclosed or partially enclosed space. Noun. Action of the verb to enter. Interruption. Noun. The act of interrupting, or the state of being interrupted. Agriculture. Noun. The art or science of cultivating the ground, including the harvesting of crops, and the rearing and management of livestock. Disturb. Noun. Disturbance. Verb. To confuse a quiet, constant state or a calm, continuous flow. In particular, thoughts, actions or liquids. Illustrate. Verb. To shed light upon. Oak. Noun. A deciduous tree with distinctive deeply lobed leaves, acorns, and notably strong wood, typically of England and northeastern North America, included in genus Quercus. Verb. To expose to oak in order for the oak to impart its flavors. Adjective. Having a rich brown color, like that of oak wood. Screen. Noun. A physical divider intended to block an area from view, or provide shelter from something dangerous. Verb. To filter by passing through a screen. Filter. Noun. A device which separates a suspended, dissolved, or particulate matter from a fluid, solution, or other substance. Any device that separates one substance from another. Verb. To sort, sift, or isolate. Prepares. Verb. To make ready for a specific future purpose. To set up, to assemble or equip. Bundle. Noun. A group of objects held together by wrapping or tying. Verb. To tie or wrap together into a bundle. Verb. Often with on. To jump into a dogpile. Regiment. Noun. A unit of armed troops under the command of an officer, and consisting of several smaller units. Now specifically, usually composed of 2 or more battalions. Verb. To form soldiers into a regiment. Guard. Noun. A person who, or thing that, protects or watches over something. Verb. To protect from danger. To secure against surprise, attack, or injury. To keep in safety. To defend. Die. Verb. To stop living. To become dead. To undergo death. Percentage. Noun. The amount, number or rate of something, regarded as part of a total of 100. A part of a whole. Rainbow. Noun. A multicolored arch in the sky, produced by prismatic refraction of light within droplets of rain in the air. Verb. To brighten with, or as with, a rainbow. To pattern with the colors of the rainbow. Adjective. Multicolored. Fortunately. Adverb. In a fortunate manner. Gospel. Noun. The first section of the Christian New Testament scripture, comprising the books of Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, concerned with the life, crucifixion, death, resurrection, and teachings of Jesus. Verb, to instruct in the gospel. Epic. Noun, an extended narrative poem in elevated or dignified language, celebrating the feats of a deity, demigod, heroic epic, other legend or traditional hero. Adjective, of, or relating to, an epic. Flies. Noun, the open area above a stage where scenery and equipment may be hung. Noun, any insect of the order Diptera, characterized by having 2 wings, except for some wingless species, also called true flies. Noun, the action of flying, flight. Verb, to hit a fly ball, to hit a fly ball that is caught for an out. Compare ground. Verb, and line. Verb, to travel through the air, another gas or a vacuum, without being in contact with a grounded surface. Noun, rural, a wing. Explain. Verb, to make plain, manifest, or intelligible, to clear of obscurity, to illustrate the meaning of. Completed. Verb, to finish, to make done, to reach the end. Adjective, finished. Cheek. Noun, the soft skin on each side of the face, below the eyes, the outer surface of the sides of the oral cavity. Verb, to be impudent towards. Disembarked. Verb, to remove from on board a vessel, to put on shore. Functions. Noun, what something does or is used for. Verb, to have a function. Any. Adverb, to even the slightest extent, at all. Pronoun, any things or persons. Begin. Noun, beginning. Start. Verb, to start, to initiate or take the first step into something. Expect. Verb, to predict or believe that something will happen. Ended. Verb, to come to an end. Adjective, in combination, having a specified kind or number of ends. Senator. Noun, a member, normally elected, in the house or chamber of a legislature called a senate. The legislatures of the United States and Canada have senators. Dorm. Verb, to reside in a dorm. Noun, a room containing a number of beds, and often some other furniture and or utilities, for sleeping, often applied to student and backpacker accommodation of this kind. Charge. Noun, the amount of money levied for a service. Verb, to assign a duty or responsibility to. Outfit. Noun, a set of clothing, with accessories. Verb, to provide with, usually for a specific purpose. Activation. Noun, making active and effective, bringing into a state of activity. Quotation. Noun, a fragment of a human expression that is repeated by somebody else. Most often a quotation is taken from literature or speech, but also scenes from a movie, elements of a painting, a passage of music, etc., may be quoted. Adventurous. Adjective, of a person, inclined to adventure, willing to incur risks, prone to embark in hazardous enterprise, rashly daring. Internal. Adjective, inside of something. Parses. Verb, to resolve a sentence, etc., into its elements, pointing out the several parts of speech, and their relation to each other by agreement or government. To analyze and describe grammatically. Interests. Noun, the price paid for obtaining, or price received for providing, money or goods in a credit transaction, calculated as a fraction of the amount or value of what was borrowed. Verb, to engage the attention of, to awaken interest in, to excite emotion or passion in behalf of a person or thing. Noun, the persons interested in any particular business or cause. Taken collectively. Artists. Noun, a person who creates art. Itinerary. Noun, a written schedule of activities for a vacation or road trip. Adjective, itinerant, traveling from place to place. Done on a journey. Agreements. Noun, an understanding between entities to follow a specific course of conduct. Boost. Noun, a push from behind, as to one who is endeavoring to climb. Verb, to lift or push from behind, one who is endeavoring to climb. To push up. Pastries. Noun, a baked food item made from flour and fat pastes such as pie crust. Also tarts, bear claws, Napoleons, puff pastries, etc. Beyond. Noun, the unknown. Adverb, farther along or away. Preposition, further away than. Essay. Noun, authorship, a written composition of moderate length, exploring a particular issue or subject. Excess. Noun, the state of surpassing or going beyond limits. The being of a measure beyond sufficiency, necessity, or duty, that which exceeds what is usual or proper. Verb, to declare. An employee, surplus to requirements, such that he or she might not be given work. Adjective, more than is normal, necessary or specified. Fault. Noun, a defect, something that detracts from perfection. Verb, to criticize, blame or find fault with something or someone. Passport. Noun, an official document normally used for international journeys, which proves the identity and nationality of the person for whom it was issued. Documentaries. Noun, a film, TV program, publication etc., which presents a social, political, scientific or historical subject in a factual or informative manner. Concept. Noun, an abstract and general idea, an abstraction. Put down. Verb, to insult, belittle, or demean. Noun, an insult or barb, a snide or demeaning remark. Hopefully. Adverb, in a hopeful manner. Incense. Noun, a perfume used in the rites of various religions. Verb, to anger or infuriate. Distinction. Noun, that which distinguishes. A single occurrence of a determining factor or feature. The fact of being divided. Separation. Discrimination. Cold. Adjective, of a thing, having a low temperature. Matrix. Noun, the womb. Implementing. Verb, to bring about, to put into practice. Busy. Noun, a police officer. Verb, to make somebody busy or active. To occupy. Adjective, crowded with business or activities. Having a great deal going on. E. Noun, the name of the Latin script letter E. Blink. Noun, the act of very quickly closing both eyes and opening them again. Verb, to close and reopen both eyes quickly. Clown. Noun, a slapstick performance artist often associated with a circus and usually characterized by bright, oversized clothing, a red nose, face paint, and a brightly colored wig. Verb, to act in a silly or playful fashion. Scientific. Adjective, of, or having to do with science. Detect. Verb, to discover or find by careful search, examination, or probing. Adjective, detected. Quite. Adverb. Heading. To the greatest extent or degree. Completely. Entirely. Interjection. Indicates agreement. Exactly so. Mince. Noun, finely chopped meat. Verb, to make less, make small. Hearing. Verb, stative, to perceive sounds through the ear. Noun, the sense used to perceive sound. Adjective, able to hear. Night watchman. Noun, someone who guards a premises at night. Invincible. Noun, someone or something that cannot be defeated. Destroyed or killed. Adjective, impossible to defeat, destroy or kill. Too powerful to be defeated or overcome. Fit. Noun, the degree to which something fits. Verb, to be suitable for. Adjective, suitable, proper. Into. Preposition, to or towards the inside of. Investment. Noun, the act of investing, or state of being invested. Providers. Noun, one who, or that which, provides a service, commodity, or the means for subsistence. Channel. Noun, the physical confine of a river or slough, consisting of a bed and banks. Do away with. Verb, to abolish, to put an end to eliminate. Grass. Noun, any plant of the family Poaceae, characterized by leaves that arise from nodes in the stem and leaf bases that wrap around the stem, especially those grown as ground cover rather than for grain. Verb, to lay out on the grass, to knock down an opponent, etc. Bus. Noun, a motor vehicle for transporting large numbers of people along roads. Verb, to transport via a motor bus. Harmony. Noun, agreement or accord. Longer. Adjective, having much distance from one terminating point on an object or an area to another terminating point. Usually applies to horizontal dimensions. See usage notes below. Adverb, over a great distance in space. Sourced. Verb, to obtain or procure, used especially of a business resource. Lift. Noun, an act of lifting or raising. Verb, to raise or rise. Ready. Noun, ready money, cash. Verb, to prepare, to make ready for action. Adjective, prepared for immediate action or use. Expense. Noun, a spending or consuming, often a disbursement of funds. Verb, to charge a cost against an expense account. To bill something to the company for which one works. Beekeeper. Noun, a person who maintains hives and keeps bees, especially for the production of honey. Informative. Adjective, providing information, especially providing useful or interesting information. Delivery. Noun, the act of conveying something. Pulse. Noun, a normally regular beat felt when arteries are depressed, caused by the pumping action of the heart. Resolution. Noun, a strong will, determination. Regions. Noun, any considerable and connected part of a space or surface. Specifically, a tract of land or sea of considerable but indefinite extent. A country. A district. In a broad sense. A place without special reference to location or extent but viewed as an entity for geographical, social or cultural reasons. Noun, definite. The regions. The rest of the country excluding the capital city or metropolitan region. Dietitian. Noun, a person who studies or practices dietetics. Stamp. Noun, an act of stamping the foot, paw or hoof. Verb, to step quickly and heavily, once or repeatedly. Pursued. Verb, to follow urgently, originally with intent to capture or harm, to chase. Porcelain. Noun, the plant Smilax china, a liana of much of Eastern Asia. Noun, a plant or flower of the repeat-blooming Chinese rose species Rosa chinensis. Noun, Hibiscus rosa sinensis, native to East Asia. Noun, chinaware, porcelain tableware. Noun, a small gastropod, Monetaria monita. Sin, Cypraea monita, common in the Indian Ocean. Its shell. Noun, a person other than a family member, spouse or lover whose company one enjoys and towards whom one feels affection. Noun, a fine clay, rich in kaolinite, used in ceramics, papermaking, etc. Noun, usually uncountable, a hard white translucent ceramic, originally made by firing kaolin, quartz, and feldspar at high temperatures but now also inclusive of similar artificial materials. Also often such a material as a symbol of the fragility, elegance, etc., traditionally associated with porcelain goods. Noun, small beads made from polished shells, especially white ones, formerly used as money and jewelry by certain Native American peoples. Gym. Noun, a sports facility specialized for lifting weights and exercise. Verb, to go to the gym. Noun, A large room or building for indoor sports. Noun. A sport involving the performance of sequences of movements requiring physical strength, flexibility, and kinesthetic awareness. Elusive. Adjective. Evading capture, comprehension or remembrance. Implements. Noun. A tool or instrument for working with. Verb. To bring about, to put into practice. Shiny. Noun. Anything shiny, a trinket. Adjective. Reflecting light, stealing. Verb. To take illegally, or without the owner's permission. Something owned by someone else. Noun. The action of the verb to steal. Theft. Keys. Noun. An object designed to open and close a lock. Verb. To fit a lock with a key. Noun. One of a string of small islands. Noun. In the international system of units, the base unit of mass, conceived of as the mass of 1 liter of water, but now defined by taking the fixed numerical value of the Planck constant h to be 6.626070015 times 10 to 34 when expressed in units of kilogram. Operator m2. Operator s-1. Symbol. Kilogram. Noun. A stone or concrete structure on navigable water used for loading and unloading vessels. A wharf. Policy. Noun. A principle of behavior, conduct, etc., thought to be desirable or necessary, especially as formally expressed by a government or other authoritative body. Verb. To regulate by laws. To reduce to order. Slap. Noun. A blow, especially one given with the open hand, or with something broad and flat. Verb. To give a slap to. Adverb. Exactly, precisely. Heavy. Noun. A villain or bad guy. The one responsible for evil or aggressive acts. Verb. Often with up. To make heavier. Adjective. Of a physical object, having great weight. Adverb. In a heavy manner. Weightily. Heavily. Gravely. Passengers. Noun. One who rides or travels in a vehicle, but who does not operate it and is not a member of the crew. Much. Adjective. Large. Great. Adverb. To a great extent. Pronoun. A large amount or great extent. Ourselves. Pronoun. Reflexive pronoun. Us. The group including the speaker as the object of a verb or preposition when that group also is the subject. Ink. Noun. A pigment, or dye-based fluid used for writing, printing, etc. Verb. To apply ink to cover or smear with ink. Snow. Noun. The frozen, crystalline state of water that falls as precipitation. Verb. To have snow fall from the sky. Franco. Noun. The currency issued between 1805 and 1808 of Lucca in Tuscany, Italy. Protest. Noun. A formal objection, especially one by a group. Verb. To make a strong objection. Laundry. Noun. A laundering, a washing. Playwright. Noun. A writer and creator of theatrical plays. Downtown. Noun. The main business part of a city or town, usually located at or near its center. Adjective. Of. Relating to, or situated in the central business district. Adverb. In or towards the central business district. Intuitive. Noun. One who has, especially parapsychological, intuition. Adjective. Spontaneous, without requiring conscious thought. Negotiator. Noun. One who negotiates. Affairs. Noun. Often in the plural. Something which is done or is to be done. Business of any kind. Commercial, professional, or public. Sir. Noun. A man of a higher rank or position. Verb. To address someone, using sir. Mindful. Adjective. Being aware of something, attentive, heedful. Arise. Verb. To come up from a lower to a higher position. Position. Noun. A place or location. Verb. To put into place. Murder. Noun. The crime of deliberately killing another person without justification. Verb. To deliberately kill a person or persons without justification, especially with malice aforethought. Papers. Noun. A sheet material used for writing on or printing on, or as a non-waterproof container, usually made by draining cellulose fibers from a suspension in water. Verb. To apply paper to. Noun. Official documents or identification, as a passport. Highlights. Noun. An area or a spot in a drawing, painting, or photograph that is strongly illuminated. Verb. To make prominent, emphasize. Parliament. Noun. A formal council summoned, especially by a monarch, to discuss important issues. Prescribed. Verb. To order a drug or medical device for use by a particular patient under licensed authority. Approximately. Adverb. Imprecise but close to in quantity or amount. Color. Noun. The spectral composition of visible light. Verb. To give something color. Adjective. Conveying color, as opposed to shades of gray. Costing. Verb. To incur a charge of. To require payment of a specified price. Noun. The estimation of the cost of a process or product. Refrigerator. Noun. A household appliance used for keeping food fresh by refrigeration, short form fridge. Psychiatrist. Noun. A medical doctor specializing in psychiatry. Meaningful. Adjective. Having meaning, significant. Backache. Noun. Any pain or ache in the back. Across. Noun. Crosswords. Often in combination. A word that runs horizontally in the completed puzzle grid or its associated clue. Adverb. From one side to the other. Preposition. To. Toward or from the far side of. Something that lies between 2 points of interest. Ready. Noun. Ready money. Cash. Verb. To prepare. To make ready for action. Adjective. Prepared for immediate action or use. Proactive. Adjective. Acting in advance to deal with an expected change or difficulty. Saying. Verb. To pronounce. Verb. To try. To essay. Noun. A proverb or maxim. Continues. Noun. An option allowing a gamer to resume play after game over, when all lives have been lost. Verb. To proceed with. Doing an activity. To prolong an activity. Creates. Verb. To bring into existence, sometimes in particular smiley face. Developed. Verb. To change with a specific direction. Progress. Adjective. Said of a country. Not primitive. Not third world. Apprentice. Noun. A trainee, especially in a skilled trade. Verb. To put under the care and supervision of a master, for the purpose of instruction in a trade or business. Bringing. Verb. Detransitive. To transport towards somebody, somewhere. Noun. The act by which something is brought. Ideal. Noun. A perfect standard of beauty, intellect, etc., or a standard of excellence to aim at. Adjective. Optimal. Being the best possibility. Academic. Noun. Usually capitalized. A follower of Plato. A Platonist. Adjective. Belonging to the school or philosophy of Plato. Reshaped. Verb. To make into a different shape. Begun. Verb. To start, to initiate or take the first step into something. Liar. Noun. One who tells lies. Pathologist. Noun. An expert in pathology. A specialist who examines samples of body tissues for diagnostic or forensic purpose. Rights. Noun. That which complies with justice, law or reason. Verb. To correct. Republic. Noun. A state where sovereignty rests with the people or their representatives, rather than with a monarch or emperor. A country with no monarchy. Finish. Noun. An end. The end of anything. Verb. To complete something. Out. Noun. A means of exit, escape. reprieve, etc. Verb, to eject, to expel. Adjective, not at home, not at one's office or place of employment. Adverb, away from the inside, center or other point of reference. Preposition, from the inside to the outside of, out of. Interjection, procedure word, a radio procedure word meaning that the station is finished with its transmission and does not expect a response.